Good luck, guys. Come on, baby! Number one! Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm about to bring that back. Yes, sir! Hey, we number one, baby. We number one, baby. All right. Let's go! Number one. He's up. Come on. Hey, BC. Hey. Hey, this is right here. Let me get out of the way. Got too much air. Hey, man, words cannot even describe how proud I am of you guys, man. That right there. Statement game. That was a statement game, man. Oh! Hey, this is in. We're pretty good. We're pretty good. And here's the deal, man. That was a 4-quarter. We played it out because we need to get in shape. All right? Guys, massive win. That was talked about being the big game in the state. One of the big games. There's quite a few of them. Guys, that's a great team from Region A. All right? They're in the state playoffs pretty much every year coming out of the region. We played a good team. We beat a good team. All right? We did our jobs. We did it great. I cannot say enough. Now, before I forget, 8 a.m. on Monday. Yes, sir. It is what it is, but 8 a.m. Get it in and get it out. Get it in and get over with. Hey, it's easy. If you watch film, we lift a little bit. It's easy, guys. Hey, so here's the other part. Understand this. Next week, going to be really, really hot. Okay? So understand this. It's also the first road game of the year. What cannot happen under any kind of circumstance is to go to Buffalo Gap and lay an egg. We have got to play well. We got to have a great week of preparation. This kid, in no way, shape, or form can it be a letdown week. And you seniors, you juniors, it is your responsibility to make sure that doesn't happen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coach, you got anything? Oh, I'm good. I'm really impressed with you guys today. Guys, Coach Nobody's cramping. I have no voice. All right. Hey, let's carry this into next week. I rang that bell a lot of times over my years, even when I played here in the 80s and 90s. I'm probably going to ring it just as loud as I rang it the time we beat Union to go to the state championship. Let's ring the heck out of it. Bring it in, boys, bring it in. Eagles on me, Eagles on 3. 1, 2, 3, Eagles! Keep that. Keep that. Good game. Thank you.
This is Moe Murphy from Clarke County Sports. We're here with the Eagles quarterback and defensive back Tanner Sipe. He scored on a touchdown run tonight and had a big interception. Tanner, can you just talk about the game?
Yeah, all week. It was a big hyped-up game. Coach kept saying how good of a team they were. The scouting report, their film was Stewart's draft, everything looked good. It was going to be a big game. We knew that from the jump. We came out here excited to play, and as you could see, right off the jump, we dominated the entire game. And I thought that goal line stand up there was big for you guys as far as the momentum. Do you think so? Oh, definitely. I think it affected the momentum huge. I mean, that was a good drive by them. They got all the way down there. We were coming off some big plays, and they bounced right back. And it was just a great goal line stand. We got lucky on some flags, but it was a great goal line stand.
And what do you think about heading down to Swoop to play Buffalo Gap next week?
Yeah, first away game. It's pretty far, but I think we'll be ready. This week's going to be hot, like Coach already said, but I think good long week to prepare. I think we'll be good and ready to go on Friday.
All right, well, you heard that from Tanner Sipe as he helped lead the Eagles to their second win. Oh, I got to that. Thank you. We're here with Wyatt Palmer. He had a big game, scored the first touchdown, and I got to ask you about that steal you made. That was something. Can you just talk a little bit about the game?
Yeah, so just coming into the game, we knew it was going to be hard. We knew we had to come in tougher than we've ever came in, and we just knew we had to execute on plays. And on that kick return, I think someone just hit it out and it popped up, just caught it.
Okay.
Try to loop it, try to make something happen, and got energy on our team, so it's good.
That was a great turnaround.
Yes, sir.
So what did you guys talk about at halftime? It was still a pretty tight game.
Yes, sir. We knew we were up going into the half, but we knew we had to play it like it was 0-0. We could not let up with a team like this. We got to give them their props, even though the score came out like it did. Like, they're one of the better teams we'll play this year, so it's good we stayed focused and played our game.
And how you feel about Buffalo Gap next week? A long ride and a tough game.
Yes, sir. The long ride's gonna suck, but we just got to stay locked in. Got to come in like we did this week and just execute, and we'll get it done.
All right. Well, you heard that from Wyatt Palmer as he had another big night tonight in the Eagles win. We'll be heading to Buffalo Gap next week. This is Moe Murphy with Clarke County Sports.
Thank you, bro.
We're here with Alofi Sake after he had a big game tonight. Actually, I could probably be interviewing anyone on the line tonight because the whole line played outstanding. Can you just talk a little bit about tonight's game?
Well, Mo, we had to come in with intensity. Last game, we was playing good, but we weren't playing as disciplined as we were today. We had to play discipline. We had to be patient, and we had to come in with a strong intensity, and that's what we did. That's why we won. We kept it up. We didn't drop just because we were up. We just kept it going, and that's what we got to continue to do.
And these guys on the line were quite a bit bigger this week. Did you notice a difference in the line?
Actually, and I think we played even better than we did, even because they were bigger.
Right.
We stepped up to the challenge. I think that's what we did personally. I think we knew what we had to do and we did it. So we just got to keep that up as the weeks go by.
And how do you feel about Buffalo Gap next week? I heard they were tied with Luray.
Hey, it's a long ride. They have history of being a good team. We gotta stay focused. We gotta keep that same intensity, that same patience, that same discipline. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep it up. The standards are up here. We gotta stay up here.
All right. Well, you heard that from Alofi Sake as he had a big game tonight, showing up the Eagles line on both sides. And we'll head to Buffalo Gap next week. This is Moe Murphy from Clarke County Sports.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mo.
We're here with the Eagles head coach Casey Childs after the big 34-6 win over King William. I know you're excited about this one, Casey. We thought it was going to be a lot closer.
Oh, it was a battle. I mean, that score is not indicative of that was a good football game, and we beat a really good football team, and we were able to make some plays, sustain some drives, and really a big play there to start the second half. We were up 14-0, and we got that turnover pretty quick and took advantage of it. And I just can't say enough about the effort of our kids tonight.
And I don't know if you remember or even heard me, but I told you walking down the sidelines that we would be talking about that goal line stand after the game.
I mean, I almost forgot about that. My gosh. I mean, they actually hit a big screen play on third and long, and we got down there, and I mean, they were inside the 5, and our kids made a good play on a pass, and then we tightened up, and man, it was a huge stand in the game, and then I think we actually took the drive and had a pretty big drive after that too to sustain it and run a lot of clock. So, yeah, I mean, that was huge defensively, and then our line was just outstanding the whole game on both sides of the ball.
Right, and I would say that one of the things that proved that your line was good was all the holding penalties they had.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we got some calls because we were getting off blocks and they were holding a little bit, and and our kids, I thought our motors were good tonight. I don't think we got tired. We did cramp a little bit there in the end, but I thought our motors were good. I thought our effort was solid all night long, and the guys that we subbed in there also did a great job. So it was a true team and program win. I couldn't be more proud of the coaches, the players, and the community showed out for it. And it was a big high school football game. It's good to be a part of.
And we go to Buffalo Gap for our first road game. The last I heard, they were tied with Luray. How do you feel about Buffalo Gap? I know that's a tough one as well.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen them in the playoffs. We've seen them in the regular season. I mean, they're a bunch of tough kids down the valley, and we've had some battles with them. So plus it's a long trip. So I've seen them a little bit already. They're gonna be big. They're gonna be physical. And we just have to continue to do what we're doing and play our style of game. But the one thing we cannot do is have any kind of letdown. And you heard me say it after when I was talking to the kids. We got to have a great week of prep, Because if you come off a game like this with two teams that were ranked in the state, and you cannot have a setback next week. We got to come out ready to play.
All right, well, you heard that from the Eagles head coach, Casey Childs, as they moved to 2-0 with a big win tonight against King William. We head on the road next week to Swope, Virginia. This is Moe Murphy for Clarke County Sports.
Appreciate you guys. No problem. Thank you, man. Yes, it was. My gosh.
Your final score, Clarke County 34, King William 6. Was a very hard-fought battle in the trenches. Also, Clark's secondary, again, was on the money, breaking up passes, had a couple interceptions. And our offense just continued to roll with different backs handling the carries. So we'll be heading to Swope, Virginia next weekend to play Buffalo Gap Bisons. Hopefully that'll move us to 3-0. Reporting from the Wilbur M Feltner Stadium for Doug Aylestock, this is Moe Murphy for Clarke County Sports.